that we don't have in other markets. It always catches me out. I've got to ask you about this case in relation to this Sri Lankan family that were living for some time in Biloela. The full court of the Federal Court upheld an earlier ruling that the youngest daughter of this family, currently in immigration on Christmas Island, was denied procedural fairness in her bid to apply for an Australian visa. The ruling follows these repeated attempts from the government, your government, to deport the family. The mother and the father are both classified as unlawful maritime arrivals. If I remember rightly, they came on separate boats and got together in Australia. Now, because they came on boats, that bars them from applying for a visa. The government has tried to deport them a number of times, and they have gone to the courts and failed, time and time again since 2013. It's a complicated case, I know, but I also know people are watching it really closely. Take us through where this is up to now.
So the decision we've had this week doesn't really change much in the big picture, because it really is simply procedural, and it means that one procedural step will be repeated. Its consequence is to string the case out and delay the point at which they would be deported. What's important to remember here is why we have the rule that says people who arrive Australia illegally, illegal maritime arrivals, people who arrive on boats, the reason why we can't ever let them settle in Australia is because of the message it sends to people smugglers. It says that their business model can reopen. It says that they can go to market and offer to vulnerable people for enormous fees the promise that if they jump on a dangerous leaky boat using all their savings, they will get to stay in Australia. It's very important that we don't give them any hook by which they can sell that message. That is not cruel, that is humane. And so while it's easy to feel sympathetic for this family because they are, it seems, quite appreciated by the community of Biloela, there's a bigger picture of the consequence of this policy. And so in circumstances where both of the adults involved in the relationship were the subject of having it made very clear to them they would never be allowed to settle in Australia if they were an illegal maritime arrival, and they were instructed very clearly that having children in Australia wouldn't change that position, again, because we need to make sure that we're very clear about how we treat these cases and very consistent, then to do anything but maintain the position that is applied in every other case would be to invite more heartache on the seas.
You're spot on, and I have to say, having lived through those years, the Rudd-Gillard years of those thousands and thousands of arrivals, 50,000, we never want to be back there again. Senator Amanda Stoker, thanks for your time.